Hey guys, it's me, Meteorz, and welcome back to Kirby's Dream Land 3. It's been a long time, but I am finally going to be doing the boss Butch of this game, so let's go ahead and begin and get right into it. Now, you'll see Whispy Woods here, except the scenery is different from when we fought him before. We are now in the fall setting. In fact, every boss you fight in Boss Butch has a different scenery now. However, they all play the exact same way they did before, so their skills haven't improved whatsoever, they just look different. Anyway, Whispy Woods here just spits food at you and then spits little guffs of wind, not really too much different. Though it's strange. In this game, Whispy Woods doesn't actually drop apples on you, he actually spits them out at you. I don't understand how that works, but either way, in his second phase, he'll start running after you, lobbing over rotten fruit above your head. It will only hurt you if you actually ram into it. And if you actually hit his little legs there at the very bottom, you'll actually get knocked into a ball form and knocked over to the side, but will not take any damage. Anyway, that's it for Whispy Woods. Now we have Acro, and for some reason Acro is above ground. How does that work? How does this stone structure we see here even work above ground? It's not even holding anything up. It's just floating in the sky? Well, sure, let's go with that logic. Why not? Either way, Acro in his first form, in the first phase, isn't really all too difficult. Just float above him, hit him, that's pretty much it. But when he goes underwater, he gets a little bit more sporadic, as in a lot more sporadic, because he's actually underwater now, so you can move a lot quicker, and he's a lot more agile. Now, I missed all three of those, but if you don't think you actually hit one of those, don't get near it, because you'll mess yourself up horribly. I run right into him there, alright. Take 1 damage, hit him twice, 2 more hits, and he should be good. Just 2 more hits, come on, hit him there. Alright, ran right into it, perfect, 1 more hit. 1 more hit, and you're dead. Alright, well that was pretty much quick work there. Good job. Now we have Pawn and Con, the most uninteresting bosses of the entire Kirby franchise. At least with Lololo and Lalala, they were memorable. At least with Nara from Dreamland 2, he actually had some pretty cool attacks, like actually lobbing bombs and stuff at you. These guys don't really do anything except walk back and forth. They don't even drop any bombs, all they do is walk. They don't do anything else. The only real threat you get is the actual bombs that drop in the sky, but they're not the ones dropping them. They're just walking back and forth. That's all they're doing. They're not doing anything. They even kill themselves with their own bombs. With the bombs they're dropping, they're actually killing themselves. So, I don't know. I never understood the point of these guys as bosses. I mean, if you want to make a boss like this, use Lolo and Lalala. At least they're memorable. Or if you're going to make bosses like this that aren't Lololo and Lalala, at least make them have attacks instead of just walk back and forth. That's all they do. I don't know. Enough ranting about that. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm actually surprised I didn't get hurt by that. But I guess I inhaled at the right perfect time. But yeah, these guys aren't all too hard as long as you stay in those 2 middle sections. You see those little stone pillars there at the top. Stay underneath the 2 top ones there, because that way bombs don't get dropped on top of you. And those bombs don't actually have too wide of a range either, so you can actually stay right next to them. As long as they explode, you'll be fine. But yeah, just make sure you don't hit the wrong person. It doesn't really matter if you hit the wrong person or not, but just make sure you hit the big one and it'll explode. 1 more, and he is dead, and that's it. Alright. Now, boss number 4 here is actually Ado, or Adeline, or whatever. All I know is that Ado is a female. It could be Adeline's twin, or it could just be Adeline with the name shortened because they couldn't actually fit Adeline. Who knows? Either way, the painter here first draws a little... She actually draws a picture of every single Kirby boss you fought in Kirby Dream Land 2, aside from the ones you already fought in this game. She doesn't draw King Dedede, and she doesn't draw Whispy Woods, because you actually fought those normally. But every other boss in Kirby Dream Land 2, she will actually draw. Well, except for Dark Matter, but that's a different story entirely. Either way, next up she's actually going to draw sweet stuff. I can't believe I actually got hurt by Ice Dragon, because that's probably the easiest to dodge, but whatever. Now, the sweet stuff here, he's going to drop these little stars that you can actually inhale. It's a lot easier to kill this guy when he actually inhale things, right? Either way, be careful when he actually does that. Now, he's going to hop 3 times. Be sure to hop underneath in the 3rd time. Don't stay in one place, because this thing's actually homing at you, so don't play risky or anything like that. But when you see him do something like this, get up next to him real close, throw it back at him, because sometimes it'll actually start a spark right after you actually grab one of those little stars. So be careful, be wary of his attacks. In this case, he's going to jump 3 times. Pop there. Stay right next to him. And he is gone. Next up here, we have Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Really cool bosses. We only seen him 3 times, and we actually got to fight him for real twice. We need to see this guy make a comeback. Seriously, we need to see these guys make a comeback. Anyway, nothing really all too difficult. Just float above. Make sure you don't float too high so you hit the sun. Make sure you don't float too low or you'll hit the moon. Or vice versa, depending on who's on the top and who's on the bottom. Who's on first? Anyway, let's go ahead and just jump over here. Grab one of these. Wait for that one again. Wait for it. Don't get too risky. Don't try to get cocky here. Because right there, I stayed way too close, but now I'm going to kill this guy. One more hit, and he should be okay. And Mr. Shine is on, so now it's down to Mr. Bright. He's going to drop these little fireballs down at you. Don't get too close to him. Just be careful. If you don't think you could hit him, don't. If you don't think you could actually go underneath him, don't. By the way, hit him once there. Then hit him one more time. And he is down. So now Addo draws her last masterpiece here, which is going to be Kracko. Kracko for sure. Alright, so now Kracko's easily the hardest. He actually has a full set of health. Not just like a mini set of health, but actually a full health bar here. And actually, I should mention this. When I first played this Let's Play for those guys like just tuning in now, I actually said Addo was actually a boy and not to be confused with Adeline. Well, I thought that was true until just recently there was a 20th anniversary soundtrack or 20th anniversary CD that was released in Japan that actually went in talking about the Dreamland 3 saga, and it was actually did confirm that Addo was actually a girl. So anything I mentioned earlier in this Let's Play is completely false. Just ignore it. Just ignore it completely, because it is completely false. So anyway, when he doesn't go all the way to the left or all the way to the right, he's just going to do a little shock attack there. If he does that little loop in there, he's actually going to launch those guys at you. Wait for him to look a little bit lower. Drop that. Of course, spark. Just wait for it. Yep. Next attack. Still going to do that again. Alright, we're just going to wait here in this little corner here. Just waiting. Just waiting. Alright, that's cool. Just keep using that attack. That's fine. That's fine. Good for stall. Just great stuff. Alright, now that works. Give me 2 of these. I'll actually throw them back at you when I actually get a little bit lower. Now when he does this attack, he can either drop one of these guys, or he can shock you with lightning. Just be careful, run underneath him, so when he stops, get up close to him. And really, Kracko just has the same pattern over and over. Nothing really changes up. He's going to swoop around one last time, and there we go. Now, I didn't know this, but if you actually slide kick, you can actually hurt Addo there without actually taking damage. So, good thing to do for boss rush mode. Good thing. Now we have King Dedede. And I see like little confetti as well. Before you actually saw like dark skies and rain, I believe. But now you actually see like little confetti and pink clouds. Interesting. I guess the clouds turn into cotton candy, maybe? I guess. I don't know. Either way, King Dedede is very easy to dodge, very easy to predict. If he runs at you, he's either going to inhale you, or he's going to sack you with a hammer. So stay away from him at all costs. Either jump over him or whatever. Grab the star, shoot him back at him. He's actually very, very easy. Very easy to predict as well. And actually land on the star there and got hurt somehow. That wasn't my best move. King Faye actually got hurt against this phase, but whatever. 3 more hits should be fine. Yeah, King Dedede doesn't really change much. Doesn't change his attack pattern up all too much from game to game. He pretty much keeps it the same. And then he has a completely different second phase in like every game as well. And that's it. But now he goes into phase 2. Restores his health completely. And King Dedede actually floats up completely asleep, unaware of everything that goes on. And he just does the same 2 attacks over and over. He's either going to launch little dark matter balls like this at you. For this attack, I recommend actually taking the first one, shooting at the second one, and then grabbing the third one. Because you more than likely won't have enough time to hit him twice due to his invincibility frames. But either way, for this attack here when he chomps in at the bit at you, He's like, wait for him to come down after you and then jump over him. Because if you jump over first, he'll actually rise up and actually hit you that way. So be careful there. I don't think this will end very well. That was weird. Alright. Yep, just hurry up. Do that attack again. Grab Dark Matter, shoot him right back at him. Jump over him. Okay, yep, they're doing the same 2 attacks over and over and over. I wish they would have at least amped it up for at least 1 more attack instead of just the 2 over and over. I think it would have made the battle a lot more interesting instead of just complete stall. But, oh well, what can you do? Can't really be helped, I suppose. And launch it back at him. Yep, 4 more hits. 4 more hits and you should be good. Oh, that time I actually jumped up a little bit too early, so I actually ran into me that way. Thankfully, I actually was able to go underneath him without taking damage. Quite nice. Yep. Still gonna do that same thing over and over. Alright. Give me something to attack you with, please. I don't think this is very interesting to watch at all. Nope, still not interesting to watch. I could attempt to essentially just speed this up, but no, I'm not going to. And it would be a lot better if I didn't keep missing with all these stars horribly. That would actually be very nice, in my opinion. Alright, so it's down to 3 more hits. We're almost there. We are more than halfway there. And we're almost halfway there. Halfway. Anyway, so I'm going to grab one of these. And I missed, apparently. Okay. Wait for it. Alright, 2 more hits. This is it. Down to the last 2. Down to the wire. Come on, Kirby. We got this. We got this. And, no, I missed again. Alright. Alright, well that kind of I missed anyway. Whatever. Nope. Still not that attack yet. Though it is kind of creepy the fact that Dark Matter possessed King Dedede enough to actually be able to do that in the first place. That is quite creepy indeed, actually. But yeah, Dark Matter is just a very creepy boss. And I missed again. Alright. 1 more hit. Last hit. Come on, just 1 more. Don't make this go on for any longer than it has to. Alright, perfect. And that's it. King Dedede falls to the ground, and that is it. Except for the battle against Dark Matter. Yep, we still have more to go. The final boss of Kirby Dream Land 3, and if you notice the environment looks a little bit different as well, instead of it being completely dark blue with like black orbs going back and forth, or vice versa, I don't remember. Now it's actually yellow skies with like green and orangish blobs going over there. Either way, first phase, quite easy. As long as you stay away from the eye, you should be completely safe. No worries, just stay right in front of him, but not too close in front of him, although I still ran into you. But yeah, nothing really else too different. The only attack you have to worry about is when he actually goes like this and launches these little orbs at you. Now, these are a little bit tricky to dodge if you don't know how to, but you can destroy him with a love stick, so that's something. A couple more hits. Come on, just a little bit more. Come on, please. You're not even that much further to go. Well, at least I got hits that way, I guess. Oh, you're gonna stay in one spot. Come on. You're almost dead. You're like right there. You have like a half a health left. So I'm just gonna do this, and now he's dead. All right. So took Dark Matter down without taking any damage. Very nice. But of course, that is just the tip of the iceberg. Here we have the core of Dark Matter yet again, Zero. We've seen this guy. This guy is a guy. He, yeah. He's an orb. He's an eye that just shoots out blood at you. That's what Zero does. Zero doesn't really need no mouth, no words, just attack you with blood. That's it. He doesn't even have to say anything for him to just show off how evil he is. He's just like, you know what? Other Kirby bosses might just, you know, make some kind of word or say something, or at least look at you funny. This guy just comes up, he's like, yeah, I'm an eye, and I'm gonna shoot blood at you, because I can. I'm evil. Just get over it. Anyway, not really too much to narrate here. I mean, pretty much the same attacks go over and over. He actually shoots a little explosive blood at you, which is kind of like a little whip. Just shoot his eye, just keep shooting his eye, which is, you know, the entire body, which is not really... Hit the eye, as in press A to win, essentially. That's what we're doing here. Pressing A to win, like almost every Sonic game, modern Sonic game that's ever made ever now. Anyway, he's gonna actually... The hardest attack I think to dodge is probably that Dark Matter Summon attack, because you can't actually kill those guys. Whereas this blood, you actually can defeat. I actually got hurt. Anyway, trying to show that off. Either way, not much else. I only took one hit. That's very nice so far. Alright, you have a half a heart left. Half a health. And... that should be it. Of course, now he goes into this phase after he's completely mutilates himself entirely. He is still persistent, still trying to hit you with this little orb thing just running after you. Best thing to do, run around him, swing, run around him, swing, run around him, swing, run around him, swing, miss, swing, and that should be it. And Dark Matter 0 is destroyed. And we have now finished Boss Butch in its entirety. And thus, of course, here come the credits again. I think there's a few more pictures in like a better quality. Though to be fair, I haven't actually seen the credits for Dreamland 3 for quite some time. So maybe they're all the exact same pictures and I just don't remember at all. That is probably the most accurate description I could think of. Either way, this was probably the easiest boss rush mode I've done out of anything really. I mean, this is... out of all the boss rush modes I've done so far, the true arenas, the regular arenas, Dreamland 2's. Dreamland 3's was just very simple to do. It didn't really take me all too much effort to actually beat the boss rush mode of this game. But maybe that's just because I had so much practice with all the other arenas doing it up to this point, to where it's just mediocre. I mean, wasn't really all too difficult. Of course, I say this now because it's a nice break, because once Kirby 64 comes in, that's gonna be so painful to try and do. Now, I've never actually done the boss rush mode of Kirby 64 ever successfully. But to be fair, I've never done any of the true arenas with no ability successfully until I actually did it on until I actually posted them either. So who knows? I know these pictures do look a little bit different. Like maybe they're colored or something. Were they colored before? Yeah, they have to be. I'm just probably just stupid, probably. Either way, that's pretty much it for this. I now did Kirby Dreamland 2, Kirby Dreamland 3, Kirby 64 is next for the boss rush mode. It's funny how I did these Let's Plays in opposite order of what I'm doing the boss rush modes in. But, that's a very detailed photo of Ku there. Very nice detail. It kind of looks like Skyward Sword's art style a little bit. Ah, Choo Choo, we haven't never seen you again since your appearance in Kirby 64 as a cameo. Where were you? What happened to you? But... what happened to Ribbon? What happened to anything? Well, Pitch doesn't even get, like, referenced, like, almost at all, ever, from anything. Like, all the other ones, like, at least Choo Choo, Ku, Rick, you see all those at least make appearances here and there. But Pitch? No one ever cares about Pitch. Pitch is just, like, thrown off to the side. No one ever cares about him at all. But yeah. If you notice here as well, I kind of made the picture a little bit better, a lot better quality than what I used to for my previous Let's Play. But to be fair, I did this Let's Play, what, 3 years ago at this point? This is like the second one I ever did, so it's obvious that I make a few more improvements to it. I just wish the rest of the Let's Play could have looked like this, the way I did it, but whatever, what can you do? You see a picture of Dark Matter there, staring into you, staring into your eyes, staring into your death. It knows when you die. And there's Zero, good old Zero as well, with its bloody markings on its face, ready to come back to life again in Kirby 64. And that's pretty much that. That's the boss rush mode for Kirby Dreamland 3. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I guess next time you'll see me. I'll be doing Kirby 64 in a live stream. See you guys then.